Welcome again, Pisces. Dadhichi here. It's March 2017, and thank you for tuning in to your month in focus again. It's a brief synopsis, an important month because the ruler of your sixth house, the sun, makes contact with your ruler Neptune this month in your sun sign, and along with the debilitated Mercury ruling your seventh house of relationships and the south node. So a lot of karmic stuff still happening there. It's the tail end of an 18-month cycle that has given you the opportunity to reflect and to consider where you are right now in the context of what caused you to be here. That may not sit too well with you. There may be stuff coming up that can affect your health this month. The sun is the ruler of this sixth house of health for you. It can indicate problems physically. The sun sign has to do with your physicality, but we see on the 2nd of March the exact conjunction of the sun with Neptune, and then the additional conjunction on the 4th with Mercury moving into the conjunction of Neptune. Mercury has to do with your relationships. So you know what it's like when you have a really bad argument or there's something you haven't resolved in a relationship, an emotional connection with someone. It tends to, create angst, and that can affect you physically. So this could very much be something associated with your relationships, unresolved tensions or issues, and maybe even relationships that have long gone where you are holding on to the tail end or the repercussions of those relationships, because all of these four planets are impacting your seventh house of relationship. We see the other couple of important transits relating to the full moon, that full moon, which again leads me to say, by virtue of the fact that there are threads that keep repeating, the full moon is going to take place in your seventh house of relationships. That should, by virtue of the moon ruling your fifth house, an excellent house of your horoscope, bring with it some more emotional balance, although some people would say, the moon is a little bit at that time of the month, because it rules your fifth house. Creativity, the fifth house is on some level a spiritual house. You can expect that full moon to bring with it some benefits emotionally, and that happens on the 13th of the month. Thereafter, towards the latter part of the month, on the 27th, there's a full moon taking place, a new moon taking place in your second house. And in the second house now we see Venus, which is the natural planet of love. So therefore, that new moon could indicate a new start for you if you've had a shaky start throughout March and have had some sort of fuzzy sort of understanding. There can be clarity and a renewal of your love and your romantic affiliation. And in particular too, because Venus rules your eighth house of sexuality, and having the new moon there, this could be a whole new perspective, could even be a new relationship for some of you. Now, the fact that the very slow-moving Neptune is still moving through your sun sign is a good omen. It means that for the most part you're feeling as if you are in your element. The other ruler that is assigned to Pisces is Jupiter. It's transiting that eighth house as well. You've had some tough aspects there with Mars in opposition. That's moving out now to your third house. That takes place on the 10th. And you've still got this exact opposition of Uranus in the second house. So that's a lot of tension, and it could be that you're having to deal with issues of power in your relationships, and that has to do with controlling money, payments of certain things, who's going to rule the roost in terms of the financial area. That you have to find balance, which I've already stipulated could happen when the full moon takes place after the 13th. So hang in there till that point. Then, because that new moon is taking place in the second house, not just a new relationship, but a new way of perceiving your finances and negotiating your way out of that with that new moon taking place in the second house of income. New forms of earning, a new way of looking at your profession. That's also shown by Jupiter ruling your 10th house, not just being the co-ruler of the sign of Pisces. And that opposition aspect, although opposition aspects are considered unsavory, they are the challenging energies of the horoscope that push you forward into new ground. Uranus is very progressive. It shows that you're ready to think about new things and to take on work that offers you a new dimension of self-understanding, self-exploration and self-empowerment. And that can only be good, can't it? So look, take it easy. I will see you here next month, I hope. Same time, same channel. But in the meantime, don't forget to pop into astrology.com.au, get your monthly fix there, as you have here in the text form. I've got a lot more insights there for you. And, of course, the 12-month yearly forecast, which will make heads or tails of where you're going in the long term. Take care. Thanks for joining me again. Bye-bye, Pisces.